Hey guys, in this video we'll be looking at the 2016 Maserati Ghibli SQ4 model. This one has the white interior and red exterior, which I think is the best color combination. Starting off at the front, we have the huge iconic Maserati logo plastered on the grille. On the side, it does scream Maserati with the 3 vents on the side, huge wheels, red calipers, and Maserati logo. And across the back, it doesn't look plain, I'm gonna admit. Aside from the Maserati wording, it looks like other sedans out there. And now once again looking at the car at the headlights themselves. So take a look at this, got the HIDs, the LED daytime running lights, the turn signals, and Maserati wording on the headlight itself. Here it is again with the headlights on, just to show you an idea of what it looks like. DRLs, the HIDs, and the turn signals on. And likewise in the back, here's what it looks like with the taillights off. And then with the taillights on, it looks like this with the blinker as well. Pirelli P0 all-season tires. 245/40 R20s. It does have the Maserati Trident itself in the middle, and then the Maserati wording on the calipers. There's 3 vents seen on all Maseratis, and then there's the side profile. And the tires are in a staggered setup. You have 285/35 R20s in the back, so they're larger than the fronts. And as you go up from there, there's another Maserati logo right next to the rear door. And as you approach the car, if you press this button, it locks the car. And if you put your hand through the door handle, that's how you unlock the car. You'll be able to pull on the door handle and the door opens. So now looking at the door itself, it does have that red trim, contrast with the black trim as well. It's all leather all the way up and down the door. Got the speaker down here, you do have the wood trim up here. You do have 2 memory seat adjustments here. And then the window switches, they're all auto up and down for all 4 of them. It does have the panel that comes straight out of the Chrysler, which totally reused, even the trunk button as well. Looking at the door plating itself, you do have the Maserati door sills in metal. Then you have the power front seats. They tilt up, go front and back, and then you have the lower back support as well. And here's an overview of what the interior looks like from the door panel to the seats to the roof, which is Alcantara wrapped. And then on the pedals, you have the Maserati crest as well. The logo's on them. As you go up, you have the little compartment right here, followed by the headlight switches, instrument cluster, and start-stop button, which are ripped straight out of a Chrysler as well. Back into the car. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have all your cruise control stuff. On the right side, you have your phone, audio, and then you can control the display right here. Start button is going to be on this side. Okay, you can control your cluster right here, all the different settings. You can pass through right there. And over here we have Maserati Touch Control, which is based on the Chrysler Uconnect, where you have the heated seats right on the loading screen. You also have an analog clock up here with the Maserati logo as well. And once you hit accept, you're at the Uconnect related screen. So pretty much if you've been in a Dodge or Chrysler before, this is the same exact Uconnect 8.4 screen that you're able to touch and play around with the exact same controls. No matter where you are in the menu, it's going to be pretty similar to if you have used a Chrysler before. Pretty simple and intuitive in my opinion. This is the full view of the dash right here. Just to give you an idea, you do have the red going all the way through, and then even on the door as well. And as you go down, you have your hazard lights right here. This sets a temperature on both sides, and then these are your AC HVAC controls. You can increase the speed of the fan. You have your defroster here, rear defroster right here, AC right here. It is hard to see in the sun, but if you go like this, you can see everything. And then you have your SD card for your maps. You do have a disk drive, which is kind of interesting. And then here, if you remove the water bottles, you have wood going all the way down here. On the left of the shifter, you have a sport button which makes the car louder and quieter, opens the exhaust valves. There's an ICE button right here, an M button for toggling the manual mode on the car, and then the traction control off button. The parking brake can be activated by pulling up on that lever, and then the gear shifter. There is a trigger where when you pull back, it toggles between R, N, and D, or M mode if you have the M button selected. So if you press that M mode off, it goes back into D. And then pushing all the way back up, goes back to P. When shifting it into reverse, one will notice that you're not able to see these lines turn as you turn the steering wheel, and the camera quality is not as clear as like a modern Cadillac. Here, you have a USB port and an aux port. And then here you have quite a bit of space. This is vented as well, and there is a 12-volt DC outlet here too. So that's the front area of the car, and now looking at the back of the car, pretty much have the same door layout. I just want to show the whole seat and then the headliner as well from a different angle, just to give you an overview of it as well. You have the door right here. There's an unlock and lock button right here, which is kind of odd. You do have auto down and auto up as well. You do have a cubby to put some stuff. There's a speaker. There's this speaker right here, and then the wood panel just as it is in the front of the car. You have the wood stitching. You have the stitching here that goes all the way up here. You have a standard door lock, and then the room. So we got to see how much legroom is in this car. So what we'll do is we're gonna hop right in. Alright, so in the back of the Maserati, there is a decent amount of room. Like I'm sitting here, I have this much room. I can kick the seat and all that, and I feel comfortable sitting here in the back of a Maserati. So it does have enough room for me to sit in here with my self sitting in the front seat as well. Here in the back, this is what it looks like when you're sitting in the back of this car. So here's my feet. Yep, that's how much space I have to move. And then here are the vents. You can open, close them, etc. There is no control in this one since this is a lower end model. And Maserati likes to put their logo all over the vehicle. Like the front seats have a headrest, and these rear seats also have the headrest right here, and then one right here as well. The car actually does have a sunroof, and it does have a lot of this Alcantara type feeling material as well, which feels really nice. Then back here you have a light, a reading light for your rear passengers. And you have a center console right here, where when you pull this flap down, you're able to have access to 2 cup holders and some storage space. You push to open on the gas cap, and then that opens. You're able to see here that it accepts only premium high octane fuel. Now we pull this switch to look under the hood, of which there's a yellow tab. You just move that aside and pull the hood up, supported by 2 struts. And that reveals the 404 horsepower 3.0 liter V6 twin turbo that gets to 60 miles an hour in 4.7 seconds. So one thing Maseratis are known for is this exhaust right here. So I'm going to start it up, rev it in normal mode, and then we're going to go into sport mode too. That's normal mode, and then sport mode. And on this remote, we have an lock, unlock, and trunk button where if you press this twice, the trunk opens, revealing quite a decent amount of cargo space, and you're able to fold the seats down for more room as well. On the right side, you have a 12-volt outlet and a little piece of net to keep stuff aside from the rest of the cargo. And if you lift up this flap, you get access to a spare tire and appropriate tools, including an air compressor as well. And for reference, here's what the seats look like folded down. And here's the original $86,000 window sticker just to show what this car was optioned with at the time. As I looked at it, it was like $38,000, so big difference. And that's pretty much it for this video. Please drop a like if you found it helpful. Please comment down below with your thoughts. Please subscribe for more content updates, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.